Alright, I gotta fix the score. I'll do that momentarily. I don't want to mess up this intro. Ladies and gentlemen, currently down 3 in this series is mYinsanity. All hope now lying on DaNa. Can he be the hero they need? He's pink, he's playing for mYinsanity. Guys, give it up, it's DaNa!
And currently being a hero for Western Wolves in the top right is gonna be our yellow Protoss, Arthur.
It would figure that, like, I get everything set up all nice, and it's the wrong freaking way around. And actually, I gotta point out, guys, for those of you who aren't keeping track of things, in a best of 9 series, 5 is the magic number. So Arthur getting ever closer to taking this home.
Yeah, and Cloud Kingdom, a map which we all know in Wings of Liberty was an awesome map to do a 7-gate robo on, but the question is, will Arthur really go for that stuff all in?
I don't know, I feel like it's going to be so hard to catch Arthur off guard. This is not a guy you can really out-macro when it comes to the late game, and it's kind of hard to micro him in the early game. You gotta catch him in the mid game, I feel.
Yeah, so as you said earlier, like a Roach, a 2-base Roach would work.
I'm not a strategist, by the way. I'm a caster. I'm talking about what I would love to see. So, if any of the mYinsanity guys are listening, don't be like, oh yeah, he makes a good point. Let's send our next player out to lose because they listen to Rifkin. Don't do that whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, the thing about 2-base Roach All-In, from a spectator point of view, it's kind of okay, whatever to watch, but it's one of those builds, it's one of the few builds I feel like could really maybe crush Arthur, especially if he's going for the Forge Fast Expand, which looks to be the case just the way he started to set up his base.
Oh, a little bit of probe versus drone action going on.
Yeah, probe beats drone though. Rock beats scissors. All that good nonsense.
Very greedy Nexus though. 17 Nexus. If DaNa makes like 4 links and sends them straight towards the base of Arthur, they could arrive right before the cannon.
Yeah, the Overlord sees the late timing on this Forge, so this might just be enough to tip off what exactly is going on. But a pylon block here. Yeah, so these Zerglings will have to make a quick pit stop. Will they cancel it, though, is the question. I feel letting it complete, wouldn't be that big of a difference, I was going to say, but it would buy him the extra second or two he might need. But of course, being Protoss, Arthur can just fully wall off. He can throw down another gateway if that cannon's not up in time. I don't think he'll have too much to worry about.
Yeah, he can just throw a pylon up to delay it, and the cannon should be finished by then, and DaNa is just looking for the probe, to be honest. Yeah, look at the rally point already set up to see if he can take a safe start without being cannon rushed, for example.
Man, that's a bad feeling. Protoss Force Fast Expand, expect the macro game. Surprise! Cannons at your face. Yeah, so Cloud Kingdom, it's not a map I feel Swarm hosts are nearly as popular as they are on other maps. I've actually seen, since Heart of the Swarm come out, a lot more Nidus usage on this map. I would love to see that out of DaNa, but that's not exactly a card that's always on the table when you're playing against a player like Arthur.
Yeah, look at the cool link patrol DaNa is doing at third to intercept the probe straight away, but the probe is just hidden not that far away from the link. Could use it for a later proxy though.
Well, hell, even if he throws a pylon down there, it's still good to go. It's across the field, and that's all that matters. But I would like to point out that Arthur, never mind, I thought he was building something else I can't read today. I saw the Cybercore near completion. I was like, wow, is that Stargate out already? That's wicked fast. Oh, right. That's just a that's not a Stargate at all. My bad. So forget the fake excitement, guys. Well, it was real excitement for something that was fake, didn't exist. However you want to phrase that. But yeah, okay, so being a Forge Fast Expand versus a 3-base build, so much what I feel this used to come down to is always Colossus and whatever, and I really mean whatever, mixed in with them, versus a Broodlord Corruptor composition that was really popular. Zerg now, I feel one of the more staple things we're seeing a lot of them do is open with Roach Hydra and get Vipers out, because really it's going to be effective against whatever Arthur goes for, but it's not always going to be the most effective. So of course you can always transition out of that, build something else, but I feel Roach Hydra really popular right now.
Yeah, but also the variation, like the Swarmos Viper, has become so popular these days. Like so many Zergs are doing it, and it's so great. Just abducting the Colossus into the Locusts. Yeah, the Locusts do enough damage to kill it quite fast.
One of the things I really like too is the way Arthur's hitting a lot of his gates. He knows the Overlords will be pathing, and he wants to try and delay the actual confirmed information as long as possible. Because It's one thing to know, like, okay, you know what, he's on 2 bases, he's probably got 4 gates. What player
Oh,
doesn't get at least 4 gates, but...
and the Lings find the pylon.
I see
Great
that.
scout. Um, the 4 gates are finishing up, but he can't really do anything with his 4 gates right now, as in any pressure.
Well, actually, with the Mothership Core here, you could push a little bit. I mean, again, he doesn't have that pylon, but the Stalkers in the Mothership Core, with really no roaches out just yet, could pick off this Queen.
Yeah, and perhaps a couple of drones as well. We have 8 Lings on the way and a Roach. Should be able to deal with this pressure, but he brought another prop and he's gonna try down the pylon, but I don't think he should. With everything that's on the map right now for DaNa.
He did kind of sneak it around, though. DaNa didn't see that coming, so I mean, a hidden pylon could still be in the cards, so to speak, with these Stalkers. While these Zerglings do not have speed, they still got to be careful. It takes one small surround, and you're going to lose both of them.
And we have Blink on the way behind this from Arthur, and... Ooh, if we can hit a nice Blink timing, it could be pretty sick.
Oh, but there's that surround. Oh, go for a recall instead. One of the Stalkers does fall, sadly, but getting the other one alive, especially without taking too much damage, better than nothing.
And he has another proxy probe on the map right now, and DaNa instantly after that, look at the scouting pattern. He's just gonna scout everywhere, and
DaNa is... Sorry, not DaNa. Wow. DaNa is such a high-tier Zerg player. There we go. Zerg, DaNa, DaNa. What do you know? I've seen him take on some pretty monstrous players in the past, and the fact that he's doing all this scouting really says he's had a lot of experience dealing with Protoss players who are very liberal with their pylons, which has been the case here for Arthur pretty much throughout every single series. So if he can keep shutting this down, if he can keep Arthur from going super aggressive, he might be in a good spot, but there's a lot of sentries at home. Whether he uses this defensively or offensively, sentries are good freaking units.
Yeah, but the pylon being dropped already for a full wall off here for Arthur, which means he's definitely going to base all in.
Well, we'll have to see what happens. Again, DaNa has managed to shut down most of the pylons throughout the course of this game. The closest one is still fairly far away. However, it is close to the, I guess you could really classify as undefended base. I say that heavily in air quotes, of course, but DaNa has a pretty sizable army. A lot of the Zerglings. A lot of Zerglings. Actually, how many exactly? 47 currently roaming across the field. Queen's...
Oh, and the Mothership Core kind of reveals the position of the army right now, and...
Yeah. But okay, big engage, huge force fields are going to be thrown down, but the Zerglings run right past, going to try and focus down these sentries. Can they get enough of them? 2 of them go down, 3 of them go down, and the 4th one just barely lives, but all of the Zerglings have now fallen, and Roaches versus just pure Stalkers is kind of a real... I don't know who's going to win that fight, but it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, if DaNa gets up and close as he is now, it's going to be okay, but... perhaps it's just too much for DaNa. Nice Blink Micro coming out of Arthur, and... I think he has enough.
Arthur has some sick Blink Micro throughout every single time I've seen him play. Not just here today, but in the past as well. So, really continuing to show strong. But DaNa, just, alright, you know what, the hatchery goes down, gets the drones out alive, and that's the important part. Because the hatchery takes not too long to rebuild, but getting that many drones out on the field can be a real pain in the ass. However, looks like he's going to send them back in to beat the militia.
Yeah, and also the force was really nice from Arthur.
And I'm quite frankly shocked how crazy that was. LOL GG. DaNa somehow getting knocked out by Arthur. What the hell is going on here? 4-0 now for Western Wolves.